Hello, this is Louise from Louise for English. I'm based in Derby and I'm just waiting for any of my learners to join me, learners from my ESOL class on a Saturday. So there may be Dina, Olga, Larissa, Denisa, Katarzyna, Thomas, maybe others who are going to join me. So I'm just going to talk today about bonfire night. I don't know what it's like round where you are, but there's been lots of fireworks over the last few days because on Friday it was a particular celebration in the UK, so there have been lots of fireworks. I live in the south of Derby, and quite often around here we have families and communities that celebrate Diwali. So that festival also has lots of fireworks. So I'm just waiting to see if any learners are going to join me today, because we're going to have a bit of a chat about fireworks and bonfire night, and also talk about a phrase that you might use to describe yourself. So I've got a special phrase I'm going to talk about as well. So again, I say I'm just waiting for any of my learners. I've got some hearts, so maybe somebody has joined. If you just want to write in the comments box, if you're with me, just say hello and your name, and then I know that you've joined. So we're going to be talking probably for around about 10 minutes or so about bonfire night and a phrase that you might use to describe yourself. Okay, so I can see possibly somebody's joined at the bottom, but I can't quite read your who it is that's joined. So perhaps you could just say hello again, and then I know who it is that's joined. So it's Louise here on Tuesday evening. It's just after 8 o'clock on Tuesday the 11th of November. So I've had my tea and I've been at work today, so I'm just relaxing and doing a short Periscope on bonfire night, but I'm just waiting for my learners to join me. So as I say, I can see a comment in the box. Right. Najeb's here, Olga's here. Right, yes, I can see the names coming up. Sorry, there was just a bit of a delay there, so I don't know what happened. Najeb, Dina, Olga, hello and welcome. Missed you two on Saturday, Dina and Olga. Denisa's here, hi. Yeah, I'm glad you could join us. I forgot to remind you on Saturday that I was going to do a Periscope, so I sent the email, so I'm really pleased that you've joined. So how are you doing? Hi Denisa, thank you for the smiley face. If you want to tap the screen, I get lots of colourful hearts, and that'll be great because that cheers me up on a damp and dark November evening. So there's 5 of us here. Oh, right. Olga, yeah, you were on a visit to Bath. Oh, right. Was that with your son or your friends, or did you go with Dina? It's lovely down in Bath, isn't it? I've only visited it once many years ago, and I didn't really stop and have a look, but yeah, it's a beautiful city. Yeah, so yes, we missed you both. So I've been at work today, and I've been at the university. Right, so yes, you were with your family and Dina, so hope you had a good time. What did you do? Did you visit any special attractions? And I guess you drove down there, did you? But yeah, so I've been at work today, and it's been quite windy here in Derby. I went for a run at lunchtime, and it was very warm but windy. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. That's great. So yeah, I've had a busy day, and I've had my tea, and now I'm just relaxing, having a chat with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a listening challenge for you today. I'm going to try something a bit new. where I'm going to read a text. All right, Najeb, oh, you're having trouble with your connection. Maybe you want to, if you log out and log back in, or you can follow me on Twitter. Okay, Olga, yeah, oh yeah, you went to the Roman baths and you had a look at the beautiful city. Yes, it is a beautiful city, isn't it? Did you enjoy yourself? I'm sure you did. That was a lovely day out, and I'll let you off for not coming to class. Okay, as long as you come this week. So yeah, great. So yeah, I've got something a little bit different. Yeah, that's great. A little bit different today. I'm going to do a listening challenge for you, because I guess one of the things that you want to improve is listening to native speakers and being able to understand more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read about bonfire night, and I want you to listen to the reading. It's only a few minutes long, and I'm going to ask you 2 questions at the beginning, and then see, when you're listening to me reading, whether you can find out the answers to the questions. So I'm going to speak fairly fast, because that's how you're going to improve your listening skills and be able to understand more. Don't worry if you don't understand 100% of what I'm saying. Maybe you'll just understand 50, 60, 80%. But if we practice this more, you'll get better. Yeah, Denise, great. You're going to have a go, are you? That's great. So I'm going to read. Thanks, Olga. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions first before I start reading. So the questions are, what other countries apart from the UK celebrate bonfire night? So what other countries apart from the UK celebrate bonfire night? So that's one question. And then the second question is, what do people in the UK throw onto bonfires? So what do people in the UK throw onto bonfires? Okay, so if you listen out for the answers to those 2 questions, what other countries apart from UK celebrate bonfire night, and what do people throw onto bonfires? Is that okay? Are you ready? I'm going to read fairly fast, so you'll have to listen carefully. Right, so this is about bonfire night. November the 5th is bonfire night in the UK. It's also known as Guy Fawkes Night. And we celebrate bonfire night because of the gunpowder plot. Bonfire night is also celebrated in some other countries that used to be British colonies, such as New Zealand and parts of the Caribbean. On November the 5th, 1605, Guy Fawkes and his friends tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Their plan was known as the Gunpowder Plot. They failed, and Guy Fawkes and his friends were arrested. They were found guilty and sentenced to death. Many people in the UK build bonfires for bonfire night. They make life-sized Guy Fawkes dolls, dress them in old clothes and throw them onto bonfires. And large firework displays are held in towns and cities. Because fireworks can be very dangerous, it is against the law in the UK to sell fireworks to children. That's the end of this listening. So, how much of that did you understand? 50%, 60%? And have you got the answers to the questions? What countries other than the UK celebrate bonfire night? And what do people throw onto the bonfires? I haven't got any answers yet. Even if you can only answer one of those questions, the answer was in the text that I just read. Did anyone get the answers? Oh right, I'll come back to you in a moment, Najeb. Yes, it is easy to work and live in London. New Zealand, Denise, well done. Yes, that was one of the countries. And Olga, yeah, New Zealand. and dolls dressed in old clothes. Yeah, old clothes, Denise. Yes. Brilliant. Yeah, there was one other country apart from New Zealand. Did anyone else hear? There were actually 2 countries that I mentioned in the... yes, New Zealand was one. Brilliant, Thomas. Yeah, New Zealand was one. Did anyone get the other one? It begins with a C and it's somewhere very warm near America. Anyone got any ideas? Okay, I'll just give you a couple of minutes. And yeah, people throw old dolls. Well, they make life-sized dolls and they dress them in old clothes and then throw those onto the bonfire. Yeah, Olga, well done. The Caribbean. It was the Caribbean. So what the article said was that countries that used to be part of Britain many, many years ago, such as New Zealand and parts of the Caribbean, also celebrate bonfire night. Actually, I didn't know that till I read the article, so I learned something. Yeah, I don't know about Canada and Australia. They may do. It didn't say anything in this article, but that's interesting. I'm not sure. Canada and Australia are British colonies, so yes, they may well celebrate. But actually, that's a good idea. I might suggest that and try and find out. I'm not sure whether Australia and Canada do, but yeah, so well done. So that was your listening activity. So in terms of how much you understood when I was reading, do you think you understood 50%, 60%, 80% of what I was saying? Because I was speaking fairly fast because I want to challenge you a bit. How much of that that reading did you understand? 50%. Yeah, okay, that's good. But you understood well, good enough, Denise, to answer the questions. Olga's saying 100%. Good. Okay. Dina is saying Canada, Labrador. You mean the Labrador region of Canada? Oh, Thomas, you say you have a question. Yeah, please feel free to ask a question before I talk about my special phrase I'm going to share with you. Dina, 30, 40. I'm not sure what you mean by that. 30, 40. Those 2 figures. I'll have a think about that, Dina. Najeb, I understand well, but problem is when I speak. Oh, that's good. But you could just need to keep practicing. So, did you understand most of what I was saying? I know you follow. Sorry, Olga. Yes, yeah. So I understand. Yeah. So she means 30 to 40%. Right. That's good, Dina. That's good. Yeah. So next time we do a listening activity, perhaps you can get 40 to 50%. That would be good. So yeah, Najab, and I know you follow Jack to fluency, and he's still got quite a strong English accent, but he lives in America, doesn't he? So it's great to have you here. Okay, so yeah, it just lots of practice, exactly. You've got to practice more, and the more you practice and the more you listen to native speakers, and that's why I'm keen to do reading to you. Yeah. Okay, right, so just before I finish, Dina, you've got a bad connection, have you? So you might want to log off and then maybe log back in again, and then because I'm just going to talk about my special phrase, because somebody said to me the other day, you're a night owl, aren't you? Okay, Najab, you're a night owl. Now that's a phrase that we use in the UK, and it's quite an interesting phrase. Does anyone know what that means? If somebody said to you, "Oh, you're a bit of a night owl, aren't you?" I'll just wait and see if anybody comes up with an answer. But it's a very... I'll talk about homework in a minute. Yeah. What we were doing on Saturday gone was about used to.